Good afternoon, students. I am Mam Weng, and our lesson for today is all about illustrating and graphing linear inequalities into variables. At the end of this video, the student should be able to identify linear inequalities into variables, graph linear inequalities into variables using intercept method, and represent real-life situation using linear inequalities into variables. So let us begin our lesson by recalling some phrases and properties of linear inequalities during your grade 7 mathematics. Okay. So match the mathematical phrases in column A to the mathematical inequalities in column B. Okay, so I will give you 1 minute to do this activity and you may pause the video. Okay, so let's answer the said activity. A number decreased by 5 is greater than negative 9. What is your answer? Okay. Okay, so A represent a number. We use minus because of the word decrease and the symbol for greater than. So we have A minus 5 is greater than or greater than negative 9. Okay? So next, a number decrease or a number increased by 4 is less than 10. The answer is x plus 4 less than 10. Okay, so x represent a number increased by 4, meaning plus 4 or add by 4, and the symbol for less than. Next, 6 more than a number is at least 11. The answer is x plus 6 is greater than or equal to 11. Okay, so x represent a number. 6 more meaning add 6, and then at least the symbol that we are using if we are going to use at least is greater than or equal. Okay, next. 5 less than a number is at most negative 3. The answer is x minus 5 is less than or equal to negative 3. Okay, so less than. So we use subtraction. So a number represent x, and then at most we will use less than or equal to symbol. Next, 4 times a number decreased by 5 is greater than or equal to 11. So the answer is 4x minus 5 is greater than or equal to 11. So this is the symbol for greater than or equal to. So the answer is 4x minus 5 is greater than or equal to 11. Okay? So these symbols are the inequality symbols. These are the symbols of inequality. We have the less than, the greater than, and equal, less than or equal to, and the greater than. Okay, let's have another activity. Consider the situation about the online seller who is selling washable face masks for 35 pesos each and face shield for 75 pesos each. Complete the table below and find the number of face masks and face shield that would satisfy the given condition, which is to gain an amount of at least 2,000 pesos. So how many of each does the online seller need to sell to gain 2,000 or at least 2,000 pesos? So to identify that number of face masks and face shield, we are going to complete this table. Okay? So we have here what is the amount of for face shield. We have 4 times 75 is 300. The total amount of 5 face masks and 4 face shield is 475. Next, 8 times 35 is equal to 280. 280 plus 525 is equal to 805. Next, 9 times 75 is equal to 675. So 675 plus 350 is equal to 1,025. 15 times 35 is equal to 525. And 525 plus 900 is equal to 1,425. Next, 17 times 75 is equal to 1,275 plus 700. The total amount is 1,975. Next, 25 times 35 is equal to 875. 875 plus 1,500 is equal to 2,375. So what is the number of face masks and the number of face shield that satisfy the given condition? We have 25 face masks and 20 face shield, which is which give the total of 2,375. So 2,375 satisfied the given condition. The solution of this activity represents a linear inequalities in two variables. It can be written as amount per face mask and a number of face masks plus amount per face shield and number of face shield is greater than or equal to 2,000 Philippine pesos. If we replace the number of face masks by variable x and number of face shield by a variable y, then it becomes 35x plus 75y is greater than or equal to 2,000. So this mathematical statement, 35x plus 75y greater than or equal to 2,000, is an example of a linear inequality in two variables. A linear inequalities in two variables can be written in one of the four forms. We have ax plus by is greater than c, ax plus by is less than c, ax plus by is less than or equal to c, and ax plus by is greater than or equal to c, where a, b, and c are real numbers and a and b should not be equal to 0. So these are the four symbols that we are using in linear inequalities. We have the greater than or equal to, and greater than or equal to. Next, an ordered pair xy is a solution of an inequality in two variables if a true statement results when the variables in the inequality are replaced by the coordinates of the ordered pair. So all of ordered pairs that satisfies the given inequality are the solutions. We call it the solutions of a linear inequality. If the graph of a linear equation is a straight line, then what is the graph of a linear inequalities in two variables? The graph of any linear inequality in two variables is a half plane. The shaded region consists of the points whose coordinates satisfy the inequality. So meaning the shaded region are the solutions of the inequalities. Ordered pairs that lies on the shaded region are the solutions of the linear inequalities. We have two kinds of boundary lines. We have a solid line and a dotted line. So if we say a solid line, the lines on the points on that line is part of the solution. If dotted line, the points on that line is not part of the solution. So when do we use a solid line? We will use a solid line if the symbol of our inequality is greater than or equal to. O kaya naman, less than or equal to. Then, we will use a dotted line if the symbol is less than or greater than. Okay, how to graph a linear inequalities in two variables? There are 4 steps in graphing a linear inequalities in two variables. We have number 1, rewrite the inequality as an equation and solve for the intercepts. Second, plot and draw the boundary line. Third, decide which half plane contains the solution set. So pick a test point that is on one side of the boundary line, use 0, 0 if possible, and then replace x and y in the inequality with the coordinates of that point. Last, if the resulting inequality is true, shade that side that contains the test point. If the resulting inequality is false, shade the other side of the boundary. Okay, let's have an example. Graph 2x minus y is less than or equal to 4. First, rewrite the inequality as an equation. We have 2x minus y is equal to 4. Solve and plot the intercepts. To solve the x-intercept, let y be equal to 0. So copy the given equation. We have 2x minus y is equal to 4. And then, replace the value of y by 0. It becomes 2x minus 0 is equal to 4. 2x minus 0 equals to 4 becomes 2x is equal to 4. Divide both sides by 2. We have 2x divided by 2 is equal to x, and 4 divided by 2 is equal to 2. Therefore, our x-intercept is 2. So the line crosses at x-axis at 2, 0. Next, let's solve for the y-intercept. Let x be equal to 0. Copy the given equation. We have 2x minus y is equal to 4. Replace the value of x by 0. We have now 2 times 0 minus y is equal to 4. So 2 times 0 minus y is equal to 4. It becomes 0 minus y is equal to 4. 0 minus y equals to 4 is negative y equals 4. Divide both sides by negative. We have negative y divided by negative is equal to y, and 4 divided by negative is equal to negative 4. So the y-intercept is negative 4. So the line crosses at y-axis at 0, negative 4. Next step, draw the boundary line. Since our symbol is less than or equal to, we are going to use a solid line. And then, decide which half plane contains the solution set. Pick 0, 0 as a test point. Replace the value of x and y by 0. So we have now 2 times 0 minus 0 is less than or equal to 4. So 2 times 0 minus 0 less than or equal to 4 becomes 0 minus 0 less than or equal to 4. So 0 minus 0 less than or equal to 4 is 0 less than or equal to 4. Is 0 less than or equal to 4? The answer is true. Therefore, shade that side that contains the test point 0, 0. What if we try 4, 1? Okay, replace the value of x and y by 4 and 1. So our equation now becomes 2 times 4 plus 1 is less than or equal to 4. So 2 times 4 plus 1 less than or equal to 4 is 8 plus 1 less than or equal to 4. So 8 plus 1 less than or equal to 4 is equals 9 less than or equal to 4. Is 9 less than or equal to 4? False. It is not true. Therefore, 4, 1 is not a solution of our inequality. Let's have another example. Graph 3x plus 2y is greater than negative 6. Rewrite the inequality as an equation. 3x plus 2y is equal to negative 6. Solve and plot the intercepts. X-intercept, let y be equal to 0. Okay? So, to get the x-intercept, let y be equal to 0. 3x plus 2y is equal to negative 6. It becomes 3x plus 2 times 0 is equal to negative 6. So we replace the value of y by 0. 3x plus 2 times 0 is equal to negative 6. It becomes 3x plus 0 equals negative 6. So 3x plus 0 equals negative 6. It becomes 3x equals negative 6. Divide both sides by 3. We have x is equal to negative 2. So the x-intercept is negative 2. So the line crosses at x-axis at negative 2, 0. Next, solve for the y-intercept. Let x be equal to 0. Copy the given equation. I should say 3x plus 2y is equal to negative 6. Replace x by 0. We have now 3 times 0 plus 2y is equal to negative 6. So 3 times 0 plus 2y equals negative 6 is 0 plus 2y equals negative 6. So 0 plus 2y is equal to negative 6 becomes 2y equals negative 6. Divide both sides by 2. We have 2y divided by 2 is y And negative 6 divided by 2 is negative 3. So the y-intercept is negative 3. So the line crosses at y-axis at 0, negative 3. Okay, next, draw the boundary line. Since we have now 2 points, then we can now draw the boundary line. And since our symbol is less than, we are using dotted line. Okay, decide which half lane contains the solution set. Pick 0, 0 as a test point. Replace the value of x and y by 0. Now we have 3 times 0 plus 2 times 0 is less than negative 6. So 3 times 0 plus 2 times 0 less than negative 6 becomes 0 plus 0 is less than negative 6. So we have now 0 less than negative 6. Is 0 less than negative 6? False. Therefore, shade the other side of the boundary. Okay? Let's try negative 2, negative 2. Okay, so 3x plus 2y less than negative 6. Replace the value of x and y by negative 2. We have now 3 times negative 2 plus 2 times negative 2 is less than negative 6. 3 times negative 2 plus 2 times negative 2 less than negative 6. The answer is negative 6 plus negative 4 less than negative 6. So negative 6 plus negative 4 less than negative 6 becomes negative 10 less than negative 6. Is negative 10 less than negative 6? True. Therefore, negative 2 and negative 2 is the solution of the given inequality. Kaya nandito siya sa shaded region. Next, it's time to test yourself. Tell whether the following is a linear inequality in two variables or not. 8x plus 4y is greater than 18. The answer is linear inequality in two variables. So, this equation is a linear inequality in two variables because we have two variables and we have the symbol greater than. So, that makes a linear inequality in two variables. Next, 3y is equal to 2x minus 4. Not linear inequality in two variables. So, bakit? The symbol is equal. So, this is not a linear inequality. This is a linear equation in two variables. Next, 4x is less than 20 plus 6y. Is it a linear inequality or not? Okay, linear inequality in two variables. So, meron siyang two variables, x and y. Although hindi siya naka-standard form. So, we can still consider that this is a linear inequality. Pwede naman kasi natin gawing standard form. We will just transfer 6y on the other side or the left side. So, it becomes 4x minus 6y is less than 20. Next, we have 5x minus 10 is less than or equal to 4. Not a linear inequality in two variables. So, bakit? Yes, we don't have two variables. We have only one variable here. So, this is a linear inequality. Next, we have 8x squared minus 4y greater than 4. Is it a linear inequality in two variables or not? Not. So, bakit not? Okay, because of the exponent. We have exponent or we have a degree 2. Sa x variable natin, meron tayong exponent na 2. So, meaning, kapag ganitong equation, ang tawag dito ay quadratic equation. Okay? So, next. Mam bought 4 mangoes and 7 guavas. The total amount she paid was at least 230 Philippine pesos. If X represents the cost of each mango and Y the cost for each guava, which of the following mathematical statements represents the given situation? Okay? So we have here, ano ang clue natin? She paid was at least. So we have here the word at least. Okay? So, is it 4x plus 7y is greater than or equal to 230? Is it 4x plus 7y is less than or equal to 230? Or 4x plus 7y is greater than 230? Or 4x plus 7y is less than 230? So, anong symbol ang kukunin natin or ang sagot dito? From the word at least. Okay, we will use greater than or equal. So, the answer is 4x plus 7y is greater than or equal to 230. So, this is an example of a linear inequalities in two variables. Next, choose the type of line for the inequality given. Okay. Y is greater than or equal to 3x minus 2. Is it a solid line or a dotted line? It is a solid line. Bakit solid line? We use the symbol greater than or equal. Okay, next. 3x plus 2y is less than 9. Is it a solid line or a dotted line? Okay, the answer is a dotted line because our symbol is less than. Next, 3x minus 2y is greater than 11. Is it a solid line or a dotted line? So the answer is dotted line. Okay, choose the inequality symbol for the line shown. Is it less than or equal to, or less than or equal to, or greater than or equal, greater than or less than? Is it A or B? Okay, B. The symbol less than or greater, we will use a dotted line. Now let's have a recap. What are the inequality symbols? We have less than or equal to, greater than or equal to, less than, and greater than. Okay, what is the graph of linear inequality in two variables? We have a half plane. Okay, what are the steps in graphing a linear inequality? We have Rewrite the inequality as an equation and solve for the intercept. Plot and draw the boundary line. Decide which half plane contains the solution set. And then, if the resulting inequality is true, shade that side that contains the test point. And if the resulting inequality is false, shade the other side of the boundary. Okay, for your practice, graph the following linear inequalities in two variables. And that's the end of our video. Thank you for watching.